All right, with unprecedented speed, the Trump administration has already implemented 64% of agenda items called for by an organization he really respects, the Heritage Foundation. The conservative think tank claims at this stage of Reagan presidency, for example, he's completed just 49% of his agenda. And a lot of people say he was the standard. Tommy Binion is the director of congressional and executive relations at Heritage Foundation, joins us right now. Tommy, when did you realize the president was on such a roll in terms of your agenda?
Well, remember that first week, all those executive orders right out of the gate? There was one on immigration, there was one on Obamacare. Right away, he started with that. Right away, he started with a great Supreme Court justice nominee. So you could tell that this was a president intent on keeping his promises right away, that first week after January 20th.
I mean, some of them were stuff that he has pledged to do. The Paris climate change got a lot of people upset, but he followed through on it. Repealing net neutrality is getting challenged, but he's still doing that. Reshaping national monuments, we know that, especially out in the West. And then reinstating the Mexico City policy, increasing military spending, and reforming temporary assistance for needy families. So a lot of these are the executive order elements of it. But to be a successful president, you got to get something done legislatively. What do you think? The tax reform is one. What do you think should be next?
Well, I think the Congress could go back to Obamacare repeal for sure. When they get to 50 votes in the Senate, they've got to do that. That's a big promise. They've already got the individual mandate repealed in tax reform. Going back to Obamacare is a big deal. Welfare reform is something this president supports. It's something the Speaker of the House supports. It could get done this year. That's getting people out of poverty rather than leaving them dependent on the government as the current system does.
How do you stand as a conservative group if the president starts cutting deals, many of which might lead to accepting some principles that are not conservative? For example, 2 of the 4 pillars when it comes to what he wants in phase 1 of immigration.
Well, as President Reagan practiced, if you can get 80%, you take it and you come back for the 20% later. This president's a deal maker. I expect we're going to continue to see deals. We're going to weigh those deals. Some of them are going to be bad. Some of them are going to be a bridge too far. But absolutely, to get things done in this town, you've got to do a little log rolling, and we expect to see that.
Tommy, I understand no one questions Mike Pence. They said he's a conservative, but a lot of people didn't know what to expect of President Trump. Did people at Heritage have trepidations at first?
Well, sure. You always have trepidations about any president, but what was true is that we had the opportunity to brief this president 8 times during the campaign. We made an offer. Any policy help you need, any policy analysis, we will help. There's 70 Heritage alumni in the Trump administration, so there's a lot of trust and a lot of collaboration there that we're really proud of. And this analysis really shows exactly how conservative this president is.
The Heritage gained power, and it certainly has the president's respect. Tommy Binion, thanks so much.
Thanks.